Welcome everyone to our weekend analysis. The markets are closed. Now it's time for us to analyze the markets and see what we can expect for next week. So to get started, just know we are running a promo where you get 40% off the Instant account with the Instant Pro, and you get 35% off the Instant Prime with the promo code Prime 35. You also get 30% off the Classic account, the Instant Classic, with the promo code Classic 30. And on the Instant Lite, you get 30% off with the promo code Lite 30. Lastly, on the Challenges phase, you can also get a 20% off with the code Challenges20. So make sure you grab the service account before March 29th at 11:59 CET before this promo ends. So without further ado, this is just jump straight right into analysis this evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you are. So right now, with the dollar index, we're still holding surprisingly. We're way right above 100, and 102 doesn't seem too far-fetched at this point in time. So this week, we had a push up. Last week, we were more like in a downtrend, but now this week, it seems to be in an uptrend. So next week, I do think we could be seeing ourselves come all the way even to 101. So let's keep that in mind as we unfold the week. Then euro dollar, almost the same scenario, but we have been more into an uptrend. But now it seems like things are changing for the better, and we might actually be finally pulling to the downside. We know we have like a 50-50 sentiment. We most definitely will maybe be coming down to these areas around 14500, even 1400 next week, since we also have NFP next week. So let's keep that in mind as well. Then dollar yen has actually been doing really well. It's finally made a new high. We had a pullback here, and then this week we just shot right straight through it, and we are really up around 160. So 161, probably next week we could be touching this area. So that is what we can anticipate next week for the dollar yen. Now let's look also at pound yen. So pound yen hasn't been doing much. It's quite a minute. We had a downtrend, and then we came all the way up, and now we just consolidated for the rest of the week. So next week, if we do cross right past this level around, let's see here, around 213, then we could be seeing ourselves at 214, then possibly 215 as our last target. So let's keep that in mind as well for next week. Dollar Mexican, the interest rate was out. Mexico is facing pressure with oil, so unfortunately, this led to the Mexican peso actually being weak for this week. Yeah, so unfortunately, we had to hit a stop loss on that one. But what can we expect next week? Looking at how things are going this week, we might actually be seeing this push all the way up, but would actually be looking for a pullback from here, probably from this resistance level here around 1790. Then maybe we could be heading even to 19. So that's where we could be heading long term. So this could be our ideal play for next week. So this is what we can anticipate going all the way to probably 19, especially with everything that's going about. And this could be a nice 7 to 1 with a low stop loss. Market pushes all the way down here, then continues all the way up. So that's what we're anticipating on dollar Mexican. Then let's also look at CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss apparently has been just moving sideways as well. This looks like a head and shoulders that is forming. If this does play out and we come all the way down here, then most definitely we'll be coming down to the downside, then probably coming all the way here to 0.58, or rather 0.56 200. But right now it seems a little unlikely, especially with the push of oil. So probably next week we might even actually gap to the upside around 0.57 800. That's where we could possibly be seeing ourselves. So let us anticipate this move for next week. Then pound dollar. So pound dollar, we started off the week going all the way up, but unfortunately, the US dollar strengthened and it's pushed it all the way down. So next week, I'm not sure if this will hold, but if it holds, well and good and great. We could have moved this to break even if we ended the week like this, but unfortunately, we ended the week way below the break even point. So unfortunately, for this, we'll just probably have to take the L and continue moving all the way forward from here on. But if we do break to the downside here, then we could be seeing even 130 on pound dollar. Then let's look at gold. Gold did extremely well. It pushed all the way to the downside, came to these levels around 4,100, exactly at 4,100. That is where gold stopped. Started to push all the way up. But you know the funny thing about gold, it doesn't do round numbers. It doesn't do round numbers. That's the thing about gold. That 4,100 is not a good number. But overall, here we did do a round number. Did we do a round number over here? Well, sort of. That was around 4,400. So possibly gold may also still be doing round numbers. I'm not sure, but this is surprising. Usually when there's round numbers, that means the market may come all the way down there and create something to break that level. But overall, since we have a pin bar here, we might actually be coming all the way down or not. Like what happened here? Pin bars, like I've already said, uh the market's attraction. If we have a pin bar here, we're obviously going to come all the way down there or up there. It doesn't matter. But here, this could be either be a reversal or a continuation to the downside. And right now, we have ended gold at 4,495. We rallied all the way up to even 4,600. So gold has been very volatile lately, but we need to hang on to the ride. But right now, what is my anticipation on gold? Well, I do think gold might actually be pushing back all the way up. So that is my anticipation. But I need us to probably see some proper moves here. So for next week, what I can anticipate is probably even a very tight stop loss here around 3,000 or 4,350, going probably all the way up, because I see this as all just liquidity that the market needs. So it might actually be coming to where this consolidation happened. So that's somewhere around 5,000. So a good 4 to 1 is what we might actually be seeing next week. And this could even be just a great trade, because this was just a nice push to the downside. And now we're probably looking for the upside to get what the market actually lost. Possibly, if not, then gold might just actually tumble like NAS 100 as it's continued this week. Speaking of NAS 100, let's look right through into it. So NAS 100, we broke this consolidation. This trade idea did not actually work out, unfortunately. So NAS 100 has been in a push and is under pressure right now. Do I think NAS 100 will continue pushing to the downside? Well, of course. I don't think anything otherwise. Things are really heating up in the markets with oil and everything that is going around the world. Strait of Hormuz being blocked, the Philippines running out of fuel. What else do you expect? Like literally, the world is in turmoil right now. So right now, what I think is the markets will continue to tumble, but those are also great buying opportunities if you are a long-term holder. But right now, what we can actually be anticipating this week is the market to possibly come all the way here to 23600 or 23500, then possibly come all the way down. So that is my anticipation, coming into this support level area and then pushing all the way down. So that is what I'm anticipating for next week. So that is what we can actually see. So if we actually do that, I can actually make, like, this could be a very tight stop loss, pushing all the way down here. This could be like a 3 to 1, but I would need something like, which is, yeah, probably support level here around 2 let's just say 2 to 700. This is an area that we could possibly come down to. So this is my anticipation for next week, especially since we have NFP next week. So don't forget, we have NFP next week. So make sure you get ready for what is in store. And this could agree a great 4 to 1 trade. Then let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is actually going as I anticipated. 62,000 is the level we might be coming down to. But actually, let me push that target a little bit further. We might actually even be coming to 60,000, as this is the previous low. I love the momentum on Bitcoin right now. So 60,000 is where I do think the market might come down to, or even 59,800. This could be a great 1.5 to 1. We are still pushing it, and I hope we continue pushing it also into next week. And then let's lastly look at Ethereum. Ethereum is also pushing to the downside. Looks like we're going to be closing up this consolidation and finally making a new low here. So 1,760 is what we're anticipating for next week on Ethereum. So thank you all for joining us today. Gaston, how are you doing? Oh, you'd like us to look at US 30? Let's have a look at US 30. Righty, US 30. So US 30, I think we discussed it, like these are certain levels that would see the market come down to. We are actually seeing this. So with US 30, I do think this is going to be the same scenario with NAS 100, where the market might come into some certain support levels. So I do think we're going to be seeing US 30 come back here into 45750 before it actually continues dropping. So this is what I'm anticipating for you, Gaston. This is a play that we can actually see in the market, where the market actually comes into this area of 45766 and then continues pushing all the way to the downside. So this is what we are anticipating next week on US 30. I hope that answered your question, Gaston. Do you have any other pair you'd like us to look at? Righty. As you think about the next pair we have to look at, Gaston, once more, I like to remind you all, we have the Instant Pro, which has 40% off with the promo code PROMO40. And we also have the Instant Prime, 35% off with the promo code PRIME35. We also have the Instant Classic, 30% off with the promo code Classic 30. And we also have the Instant Light with the promo code Light 30, which gives you 30% off. And last, we have the challenges, phase 1, phase 2, 20% off with the promo code challenges20. So make sure you grab yourself an account before the 29th of March, which is on Sunday at 11:59 PM CET. Before the promo ends, make sure you grab yourself an account. Gaston, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. I do hope you have a lovely weekend. If you're trading Bitcoin, may the crypto be with you. Yeah, so this is what we are on right now, and I do hope you have a jolly good week. NFP is right around the corner, and happy trading is all I can say.